How to dramatically reduce the size of your game without loss of quality. Personally, I spent more than a day on the optimization of my project, but thanks to this manipulation, its size reduced from 26.6 gigabytes to 16.9 gigabytes. It means that this optimization has reduced the size of my project for about 10 gigabytes. I will show you an example of the optimization on the one material over here. So for example, over here I have the wooden planks, and here are really a lot of wooden planks because they build the roads on my beach. And of course, each wooden plank contains the material, and the material has its own textures. So as you can see, here are the textures for the normal map, for the base color, and for the roughness. Here it is. And originally, the size of all of those textures are 4K. It means 4096 by 4096. And here, if you will take a look on this window, you will see that maximum texture size is 0. It means that Unreal does not have any limitation. It decides by itself how it will scale this texture from 0 to its original size. So if you will take a look, very good quality. And here, if we will set up the limitation, so I open this texture with a double click, and if I will take a look on the maximum texture size, and if I will set up, so for example, 2048, and the Unreal will know that the maximum scaling size which it may do is 2048, which is twice smaller, 2 times smaller. And if you will pay attention, you will see that it does not lose its quality. So for example, I will set it up back to 4096, I guess, and it doesn't lose its quality, even if the texture is 2 times smaller. And this size, 2048, we are doing for the base material, for this one, which is using for the base color. And the next texture which we have to change is the normal map. It is over here, double click with opening it, and again we will change the max texture size, and we will set up a 1024. So in case if we set up the main texture, the size 2048, so for the normal map, we will set up just 1024. It means that it doesn't have to be so big as the base color. And the third texture in our material, this is the roughness texture over here connected. So it is this one. Again, we open this with a double click, and we are setting up the max texture size for 512, 2 times smaller than the normal map. So just to make some kind of line, it is that each texture must be 2 times smaller than the previous one. So it means that the main texture is 2048, the normal map is 1024, and the last maps, it could be roughness, it could be the metallic or something like this. So it must be 512. And if your project contains a lot of different textures for a lot of different materials, and it will really save you a lot of space, as I was showing you on the example of my game. And as you can see, the quality is really very well. So the quality is not losing, is not missing because of this. If you will reduce the size of the main texture, for example, for 1024, yes, it will be already visible by the eye, but only if you will look at it really very, very close. So, for example, if we are talking about the things which are not so important, which is something under our feet or something like this, which is not the main element of your game, and when the character will run around the scene, so for him, I don't think it will be very important, the quality of those things. So if this is critical for your game and you really need to save some space, so you can reduce even more the size of those textures, but this is on you. So if you like this manual, please give me the like, subscribe to my channel to not lose my other videos, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. So see you the next time. Love all of you.